So, a common trope in sitcoms is the bumbling dad character. The lazy, inattentive, unintelligent, sort of self centered, immature father slash husband character. And on the surface, George Cooper from Young Sheldon, someone who may seem to fit into this archetype. But if you are to look at the character a little bit deeper, there's of course much more to him than that. Now, interestingly enough, when you look at the way that his character is described on The Big Bang Theory, there's a number of aspects that seem to kind of fit into this trope. And interestingly enough, I actually don't think that the description of his character on The Big Bang Theory is as egregiously inconsistent with his character on Young Sheldon as you might think. There's obviously some, things that were changed. There's the retconning of the cheating on Young Sheldon, which was, they did about as good as they could with that. However, the thing is, George does have those kind of characteristics as described on The Big Bang Theory. He has these kind of immature, and like stupid tendencies, these lazy tendencies, stuff like that. However, there are other sides of him. He's a very three-dimensional character in the sense that he's not just this one thing. And I think one of the best examples of this is that George is actually a very good father. He has a good relationship with George, they who have a number of things in common. They have similar personalities. He has a very strong relationship with Missy, kind of picking up the slack while, Mary is spending a lot of time fussing over Sheldon. He takes on the role of, having a better relationship with Missy. But the most interesting relationship is his relationship with Sheldon, because him and Sheldon have absolutely nothing in common. Their personalities are totally different, their intellect, their interests, there's nothing. And Sheldon, of course, is not the easiest person to get along with. However, George, on so many occasions, is willing to put in a lot of effort into bonding and, with and mentoring Sheldon. Now, one of the characteristics of the bumbling dad is, the inability often to take anything seriously. And George can definitely be a bit of a jokester and have trouble taking things seriously at times. But when, we get right down to it, when the chips are down, when serious situations are going on, he has the ability to handle it maturely and the best way that he can. A good example of this is when him and Sheldon are taking the plane trip to California. And once the plane is about to start, Sheldon realizes that he has a fear of flying. He goes off and hides in the bathroom, and George is able to go in there, talk about Spock, say, hey, be like Spock, be brave and stuff, is able to calm Sheldon down and help him get through the difficult situation and be loving and caring along the way. This is not the kind of thing that you see as much from a lot of those bumbling dad type characters, because even when they are put in situations where they kind of have to take things seriously, they do it, in kind of a, very flawed, matured way. I think one thing that young Sheldon does well is there's a lot of healthy communication between the parent and child characters in a lot of situations. And George is no exception to that.